Okay, we're talking a moms only course with Stacie Satery. Stacie, we're so excited about this course, Intentional Health with Garden Herbs for Moms Only. Tell me about it. What can moms expect?
So it's for moms only because we're going to
Yeah.
get a little bit more into the energetics of plants, and that tends to
Okay.
go a little bit over kids' heads. When I first started studying herbs, I studied with Rosemary Glasser for 3 years, and I got
Love
to the end
that.
of it, and I still felt like there were times where I'd be like, "Oh, you have a headache. This herb is great for headaches," but people would be like, "No, that herb didn't work," or "Herbs don't work for me." And I couldn't figure out what was the key to matching an herb to a person. And then I was introduced to the idea of energy in plants and energy in people. And this idea that we all have a constitution. We're hot or cold, damp or dry. And plants are the same way. They have a constitution as well. And so it's learning the keys to matching those properties to your properties and balancing the scale so that you're back into a healthy balance. So
Okay.
I want to teach moms how to do that because I think that's the number one key to using herbs. And I know herbs are very popular right now as a natural alternative to other options out there. So we're going to dive into the energetics of plants, and we're going to learn how to identify our own constitution as well as the constitution of common illnesses, things like that, so that you are able to match the herb needed in a situation.
Now, I know you're a trained herbalist, so tell us a little bit about your background and your training and how that translated to doing herbs with your kids.
So I was an elementary school teacher before I had kids. And then we started homeschooling. And I, of course, fell in love with schooling my own children the Charlotte Mason way.
Yeah.
And eventually I got very interested in herbs. And so I studied under Rosemary Gladstar at Sage Mountain for 3 years.
So
And
cool.
that was all from a Western point of view. And eventually I wanted to expand that to understand some other world systems of healing. And so I started studying Chinese and Ayurvedic healing systems, which is how I ended up at East West School of Planetary Herbology, where I'm an advanced student right now. And somewhere in the middle of all that, I started my own business called Intentional Health, and I provide one-on-one consultations and I help people in the community with health issues.
Yes, from an herbal perspective,
From an
natural
herbal
here.
point of view. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, and a holistic
Yep.
intentional health. Yes, love
Head to
it.
toe. So we're going to dive into all of the energetics. You'll be learning about a lot of different plants while also basically, each class session will be me talking a lot and you hopefully asking me a lot of questions. And then there'll be assignments in between that are totally
Okay.
optional, but it'll give you a chance to apply what you've learned and to make a remedy in your kitchen. And
Okay.
so I'll walk you through that. There's options for people that already know a bit about herbs, and maybe you already know how to make elderberry syrup. So I'm going to give you some options for some other herbs that you could use to make a syrup. So whether you're a beginner or you've been using herbs and you're just wanting to learn more, class is going to be great because there's going to be tweaking. It's like herbs your way instead of
Yes.
CM your way. It's going to be herbs your way. So I'm going to teach you how to tweak and how to understand what you're tweaking and when to tweak, because it all has to do with that energy.
And how to tweak for yourself and your own health.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
I love it. You've been so helpful to me and so many other moms, and I've learned so much from you about herbs and, like you said, energetics and, what works for me might not work for you. Just
That's
like,
right.
just
and
like,
I get so excited to talk about herbs. The worst thing you can do is ask me a question because the conversation is never going to end because I just get so excited about it. So I'm really excited to share this.
And that's what's so great about learning something from somebody that's passionate about that topic. It just really brings it to life. And another thing that I'm going to love about your Moms Only course is that it's all of us moms just getting together, having community. It's like being in your kitchen with a cup of tea and you showing us some herbal remedies and stuff and learning together. And that's one of the goals with the co-op is to have community.
Yes.
So I love that we have a Moms Only class. And I appreciate you for offering that.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's
It
always
is.
good to have like-minded people, when you're swimming upstream, to have like-minded people around you. And, Charlotte Mason is definitely swimming upstream. It's not the usual. And so
Yeah.
it's important to find people that, understand that. And then when you break off into natural healing and natural remedies, well, now you've just, now you're swimming against the stream again. So it'll be good to all be together on the journey.
Yeah. All right. I love it. Sign up for Moms Only Intentional Health with Garden Herbs. I love it. Thank you, Stacie.
Thank you.